back to that, you know, it's like I said, you know, getting the first impression from you was like really, really different, bro. You know, because I don't think I
appreciate.
I see the movement, right? The video games, I see all this stuff. But I think when it comes down to Game Tower, what I can really say about Game Tower, bro, is that you're genuine, bro. You know,
Yeah,
you don't really care. Like, even when you said, "Oh, I'm no one, bro," you know, yeah, to yourself, you're like, "Oh, I'm just me," but to other people, I think you build an inspiration, bro. Because to me, it's an honor to have you here, bro. Because you reach out to other people, and they take this like we painted the Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? Like, I you know, talk to my secretary. You know, I don't know, bro. You got a little bit of followers, and you have a gang of followers, dude. You know, and the fact that you can just come down and follow Instagram who has 1,000 followers. I think at the time I had like 980, bro. When you first came, and I'm like, this guy's following me. He's like, hey, dude, this guy follows you now. I'm like, oh,
we'll repost it for you. Can
you know what I mean? But, and I'm not concerned about that. But that just spoke to me so much. So when we came down to the cabinets, you know, back to that, I was like, I'm not gonna charge him, dude. That guy has a big heart. You could see it. You know, you could be doing so many different things, bro, but at the end of the day, I feel like people really follow you and take you to trade-ins because of who you really are, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like no glaze on top of that. You know, that's something I learned, bro. Like, glazing is like a new word. Like, no glaze on top of that, bro. But like, I really feel like, you know, you can, like, your store can have this commercial or promotion. You can have high-end people come to your store, whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's any what would you call that, bro? There's any substance.
Yeah.
Like, you
I
know,
got you.
like,
Yeah.
people really follow you for who you are. That's why you get those good trade-ins, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got those 2 free cabinets, and people are like, "Are you serious, bro?" Like, it's not like he's sitting there broke, and I'm like, nah, it's not even about the money, bro. Some things are not about the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why, to me, like, to have you here and like, yeah, bro, you sign my shirt, it's gonna be a memory for me. The time that you took out of your busy day to come here and sit down and have a conversation and get the ball rolling in a little podcast that probably no one even knows. Who knows? Maybe they do. You know,
we'll put it out
you
there,
know?
man. Don't worry about it.
So that just means a lot, and I just think that, you know, there's a lot of substance to Game Tower, bro, and I don't think people see that sometimes, you know, because they probably see something else, but I think they should really, you know, get to know who Elliot is, and you're on your grind. That's what I said. When I see you, I've seen you many times. I go and buy stuff, you know, and it's not like, I know that you're there grinding, you're doing. I don't want to interfere or stop the flow because you're there. I think one time I was buying Pokemon cards, you had like dudes lined up, and the dude was like right there trying to figure it out, right?
Yeah.
And I just saw you like, hey, what's up? Who's next, bro? You know, like, you went into business mode, and I was like, hey, man, that's cool, bro. And I wasn't gonna be there, like, hey, what's up, bro? Because I understand that business concept.
Right.
You know, you have to take care of business, bro. But, you know, it's a pleasure, dude, and an honor to have you here. But has anyone ever? Oh no, you already answered that. Has anyone ever broke into your store?
Yeah.
So all the money that you've invested into Game Tower, is that money that you had saved up, or is that just money that just kind of comes in and you're using it?
Yeah.
Or was it a loan, or was it savings, or
No loans. So,
no loans?
Yeah.
Straight hard work, hard-earned money.
I would say that this goes for anyone, for any business. If you already take out a loan, you're already failing. If you're starting up a business and you took out a loan, in my personal opinion, you are failing already. Put all the marbles on the table. Put all your checking account, your savings, your piggy bank, your shoebox.
Yeah.
Not a shoebox.
Yeah.
Cash. Whatever it was, put it on the table, man.
How much did you start with?
It wasn't much, actually, because remember at the time I had to share it with.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
splitting, yeah.
Yeah, we split it. But yeah, it was about like to put money into the business because of, like, you know, insurance, cabinets, the business license, the down payment, and all that. We both invested about like $4,000 each because we already had the inventory. That was the key part. We didn't have to really build inventory.
And if you add the inventory aspect to it, how much would that be?
We probably started off with like maybe $25,000 in value of inventory, and from there on, it took us. Well, we're here now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
so you can imagine that, but that's because we were already vendors. We kind of already knew the business aspect, It's just investing into a store, a little bit different. You know, got to make some sacrifices, not paying yourself, investing into, you know, lights, cabinets. The list goes on. You got to keep investing.
Yeah.
Got to put your name out there. The shirts
Yeah,
too.
bro.
Hats. Getting a phone for the store. You know, business cards. You know, there's a lot of money.
Is your phone number your phone for the business? Is that your phone? Is your cell phone number? I mean.
No. The 747 is the Northridge phone number actually, but now we use it for San Fernando.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But that's not your cell phone.
No, that's not my cell phone. No.
Also, because people would call you, like, expect Elliot to answer. That's the store.
That's a store. Like, we actually use a cell phone. We don't use like a
landline.
Yeah, there you go, a landline. We don't do that. I don't know. I think it's kind of pointless.
It's kind of old. Yeah, it's kind of old, right?
Because like you're picking up a phone, you don't even know who it is because there's like no digital screen. I'm like, just use a phone.
Yeah.
And it's easier to text back. Like, we actually text customers.
No way.
Yeah. Because if they don't have Instagram or like Facebook or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, I don't have social media. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Is it cool we just text you? You know? And then
Right
oh, I have all this collection, and we be texting with the business phone.
That's legit.
So yeah, we never invested into a landline. I thought that was the dumbest idea.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Know, so
I think, you know, after when cell phones came out, there's really no point in having a landline.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You know? So or you do a video call too, because you know people would be like, oh yeah, I got these games and all that. It's a cool if I video call you. I'm like, all right, cool. And then they're like kind of like your room in here. They're like, oh yeah, I got all these games, you know, and we'll kind of give them a little bit of estimate. I'm like, yeah, you know what, bring it all in. That's already thinking, you know,
outside the box.
far ahead, you know, outside the box. So.
Wow, dude, that's pretty legit, man.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you hate about owning a video game store, bro? The low ballers. What do you think it is?
Number one thing that I hate.
That you dislike. You're like, oh, dude. Outside of paying bills and rent and employees, obviously, right?
Yeah. I mean, okay, it has to do with customers, right? But to be fair, maybe they don't have enough knowledge of it, right? Let me explain. So if a customer randomly walks in with trade-ins, and if their value is worth $1,000, they want $1,000 for it, right? Because just because they see a number, that doesn't mean you're automatically gonna get that, right? Because that's why we work by percentages, right?
Yeah.
Especially if it's a cash offer. So respectfully, we have to kind of like teach them a little bit, you know, like, well, we offer percentages because we have overhead. You know, we understand you have, you know, value and great stuff, but that doesn't mean any store is going to give you 100% value in cash. You can try to do that on your own. You know, Craigslist, OfferUp, eBay, Mercari, going to events, going to Expo. You can try to do that, but the chances of you doing that are very difficult because you're not a reseller. You literally have no idea what you're doing when you're typing something on eBay, and then you don't realize the fees that you're going to eat. You know, so we kind of have to.
And vending too. You have to pay for a table, right?
Yeah. Traveling, hotel,
gas.
whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So we have to respectfully teach them that, but like, hey, look, if it's worth $1,000, we could probably offer you 70% or 75%, which is $700 or $750, you know, which is really good. Because I'm pretty sure there's other stores out there, other vendors out there that still offer you 50%, you know. Or if we have to, if we really want the inventory, it's 80%, $800, if we really want to, you know. But that's kind of like the max we got to go because I need a margin at least of 20%. That's just my numbers. You know, everyone has their own numbers, their own way of doing business, but I need at least 20% to work with, right? Any more than that, I can't help you out. Maybe in store credit I can because, you know, we're not really investing, you know, it's just store credit. But if it's cash, then yeah, I need 20%. And, you know, if we talk to them nice, explain to them, they get offended. Well, you guys are going to resell this for more. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's the whole point. You know, that's why we resell at either full value or at the premium or a little bit under. That's up to us to decide that. But, you know, you don't have a business license. You don't have a permit to sell. You don't have insurance. You know, like, it goes way beyond the value of the game than us, giving you an offer. Like it goes way beyond that. But they'll get offended. Like, oh, I'll just sell this stuff on eBay. But if you're selling on eBay, you're not getting 100%. So
they're gonna charge you fees. Yeah.
So sometimes customers don't understand and they get aggressive and they get angry, and then they give us a bad review, which has happened a couple of times. Oh, this store trying to lowball me, and then be like, I mean, you can't really do anything about it because we can't make everyone happy.
Yeah, of course,
that happens, here and there. But those are the ones where it kind of does, make me a little angry because we explain to you nicely. We're not trying to make you feel bad. We're not trying to make you dumb or
of course.
Like we're trying to be very respectful because you probably don't know what you're doing. You can't just come in here and ask for full value. But hey, you can't make people happy. But that's probably like the only thing. I'm pretty sure that's not a big thing, but that's probably like the only bad thing that I probably dislike. Just customers being aggressive, not understanding. So
what about when customers return stuff? Is that like, have you ever had a customer return something? You're like, dude, that's not ours, bro.
Yeah, switcheroos and all that where, I don't know, change the motherboard, change the battery or something. Or we sold them, this is a true story, we sold them a Game Boy Color. For some reason, it wasn't working, but when they returned it, it was like covered in chocolate and scratches and all that. And I was like, look, man, I know you had this for about like 5-6 days. We did not sell it to you in this condition. Yeah, well, it doesn't work. I'm like, well, yeah, it doesn't work because there's chocolate in here. Like, I don't know what you did with it. Like now it's all scratched up. And boom, there's the argument. Whoa, I want my money back because it's not working no more. And I'm like, well, yeah, we didn't sell it to you in this condition. And then I have to get outside of my niceness. And kind of be a little aggressive. I'm like, look, bro, I didn't sell it to you with chocolate on it. So
yeah.
I'm like, I will not return this. Like I will not do a refund. And boom, bad review. But sometimes you have to stand your ground.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't make everyone happy.
Yeah,
that person doesn't understand. Why waste my time? Because at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, if we're gonna complain about like $80-$90 of stuff. Sometimes they'll be like, you know what? Just do the return. Whatever, man. We'll take a L for it. Screw it. But it just depends on the situation, the scenario, and if the customer treated you badly. Because if you're treating me bad, even though we treated you with great customer service on the time that you bought it, then I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably be a dick to you. I'm like, look, bro, get out of my store. I'm not gonna refund it. But if for some reason, if it was our mistake or probably just, if you give me a legit reason why, if something bad happens to it, or I guess if you don't want it, or it was for a birthday present or something, but they already got something else for it, and then you're trying to return it. All right, cool. I'll probably do that one-time courtesy thing, because sometimes we do that because we, all sales are final, because if you're buying a retro discontinued item from like 20-25 years ago, who knows if that was the same item that I sold to you that you're trying to return back,
Yeah.
But sometimes we do returns here and there.
No, for sure, man. A side question here, bro. Who makes it better? Popeye spicy chicken sandwich, bro? Or Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, bro?
So I'll be honest, I don't really eat fast food, but
have you had any of them?
I had Chick-fil-A. I never had Popeyes, but I had Chick-fil-A in the early Game Tower days because there was a Chick-fil-A in Northridge. So I would say Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Just because they use, was it a peanut oil? So
oh, they do?
Yeah. So it's
I didn't know that.
A little bit healthier.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So you never had Popeyes, bro?
Never had Popeyes.
Spicy?
I do spicy all the time.
No, I'm saying the spicy chicken sandwich. You never had it?
No,
dude,
it's because I'll be honest, bro. I don't really eat fast food. Like, if I had to choose to eat fast food and starve, I'd rather starve, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I don't eat fast food at all.
No way.
Yeah, I'm like.
Has it been a while or just?
I always been like that.
No way.
Yeah.
You take your own lunch and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I cook. I make my own food. I grill. Or I go to like mom and pop restaurants. So I rather go support them than the big franchises.
That makes sense. I know. I think I seen you post that place is so good, bro. It was called Horchateria before. Mm-hmm. Now it's called like Café de Abuela.
Yeah.
You ever had the chilaquiles, bro?
Yeah, I had that. Yeah. Yeah. I
I
get
actually
like.
had them today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good, man.
Yeah, they're good. What were you gonna say? What?
Yeah. I always get their burritos there. The breakfast burritos.
They're good.
Yeah.
I've
And they're
never
fat
had them.
too, man.
I
They're fat.
never
They're
had
bigger
them.
than your head, dude. Yeah.
That's crazy. Never had them. And I would say so.
It's pretty sick. Oh, just jumped
The
up.
what?
That's
Oh,
like
the
this
turtle.
piece, Yeah.
That's funny. What do you think about competition or resellers or all these? Because now I see like I don't know where like you see a bunch of little
Yeah.
vendors, man. Is that a good thing for you or is that a bad thing, bro?
It's a interesting question, right? So I don't really see anyone as competition, right? Because I think we're all in it for the same game. It's Los Angeles. There's money here. There's enough money to be shared with everyone, right? However, though, if people are coming at you, whether they're a store owner or a regular vendor, then that's when you can start a little war for no reason. Because whenever you try to go against someone, like, in my opinion, you're going to lose in the end. Because you don't know if that someone has so much back support and you're just coming at them for no reason, you're probably going to end up losing, you know? So, like, you know, I've been in the game for a while, but if I see a new person try to come at me,
Come at you like how?
I have better prices than Game Tower, you know, like, you know, or I don't know, taking a screenshot, you know, saying we're a bad place or giving a bad review or whatever.
You've had that with like resellers?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah?
because there's haters out there. Let's be
Yeah.
realistic. There's people will just hate you for adamant, like just for no reason.
Yeah.
They'll just hate you because you have a store. Yeah, you might be successful. You know, they see that you don't really need to work hard no more because they have to suffer every day working 9 to 5, whatever they do. So maybe the jealousy, maybe the hatred, you know,
Yeah.
but you know, that's their problem. If they didn't decide to take a chance in life like how I did,
Yeah.
and they don't know my background, they don't know
yeah.
how
The
I
losses
did
you
things,
took,
the
bro.
losses I
You
took,
a grip.
how-
I didn't even know that.
yeah, because dude, I'll tell you right now, I didn't have a float, like a steady business. My business did this. At one point, it did this, and then it went back up, and then did that again, and then
What would you
now-
say is that out right now?
I mean, yeah, we're rising now. See, like we're rising now to the point where it's like we can open up another store if we really want to. You know,
Do you
like
plan on opening up another store?
that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
You know,
But do you plan or nah?
I have no idea because
I feel
it's
like you kill it right there, though, bro. Like
because
the way it's the size, sorry, but the size of it, you're just on the boulevard, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like you get so much foot traffic. I don't think I've ever drove by there coming here.
yeah.
In the 2-3 years I lived in San Fernando, I don't think I've ever seen like empty, bro. I think, in fact, the other day I caught it. I don't know if it went up on the social media, but I was driving here and I saw Fire and Ice, and you were like super early in the morning. I was gonna, hey, Fire and Ice, but I'm like, nah, you know what? They look like they're ready to handle business, bro. I'm like, nah, bro, that's the last thing I want, bro.
Yeah,
but
man.
I seen them. I seen you guys right there early in the morning.
my,
You know,
my
like
boy Ryan, man, that guy
Yeah.
he's
Dude.
insane, man. That guy is like you want to talk about success? Yeah. He goes like I always say it, and I'm not afraid to say this. He is the #1 store in California, all California, everything, north, south, middle. He is #1. The amount of effort and time that he puts, the amount of money he invests.
Dude, I think the new store where he painted all the that thing is crazy.
Yeah,
I think he's
the
dope.
murals and all that.
Yeah, I think he's dope, dude.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He's insane.
I think he came and he kind of bought you out one time, huh?
Yeah, here
He
and
posted
there.
on, yeah, and I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's
Like that much inventory he goes through, huh?
Yeah, it's
That's insane, dude.
But he sells a lot, man. He really does. Like in my opinion, it's not. I guess you can say it's not normal for the amount of sales that he does, you know. But he's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, he figured out a way. He figured out a formula for his liking his
Question
business.
though, do you think it boils down back again to what you said, customer service, bro? Because I feel like he looks like he's a genuine dude. Like you could
Oh
tell.
yeah, very humble
right.
dude.
Yeah.
Like man, like I don't know, his just personality, man. It's very sweet, man. It's very sweet, you know. So, and you know he supports, you know, obviously me, other video game stores, other vendors. So, like, you know, I don't want to talk for him, but this is just my opinion. To me, he's up there,
Yeah.
you know, but he doesn't show off about it. He doesn't bring people down, you know, like he still comes down and supports smaller stores.
That's the
like
same
me.
way I feel about you, bro. Like
Yeah.
you're like there, but you
Nah,
come down
I'm not,
here.
I'm not nowhere.
You come down
No.
here, and then you know you just
No, I'm
you're just a
nowhere near
normal
that,
dude, bro.
I just do me, man. Like, I never want to feel.
Well, I'm just saying maybe the valley, right? In the valley, you know,
Yeah.
like you just like
Well,
I said.
I don't know, man. I never want to feel like I'm above anyone because I really don't feel that way, and I don't think that because, you know, I know where I come from. You know, I come from a very poor family when I was little. I know the struggles my family went through, the struggles I went through, and you know, even just being a regular vendor, you know, like I get it. You know, like even vendors I see today, you know, like I was once in their shoes, so I completely get it. So I never want to feel like I'm ever on top of anyone, you know.
Yeah.
And I always want to support as much as I can, as much as possible. Even when I go to everyone's events, you know, throw some funds over there, throw some funds over here, whenever I can.
And that's another thing too. Like you said, I always see you at events when they're not even yours, bro.
Yeah.
I always see you.
Oh, because I support everyone.
You do.
Like I really mean that. Like I support everyone. I work with everyone. I don't have an issue with no one. I really don't. I don't have a problem with anyone. You know, if someone has an issue with me, it's something I don't know. You know, like people that I work with, man, like other video game store owners too. Like I go to their events. I go support them. I buy games off their shelves.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, man. I'm just we're all here in the same gaming community, you know, like why fight each other? Why try to be better than one another? Like I don't see what's the point of that.
Yeah.
You know, I think
there is a point
all
to that. Yeah.
be successful if we
100%.
work together. You know,
Yeah.
so
Are there any things you wish you could change in your journey this far?
I think I mentioned it earlier. Like my number one regret was Santa Clarita. Like I wish we went to a different city. You know, maybe got a warehouse or something, you know, like, because that, I'm not gonna lie, but believe it or not, besides the break-in, you know, like, I feel like Santa Clarita kind of brought us down a lot, you know. Yeah, I really regret that city. You know, it was just very, like I said, it's not the people, the residents, or the customers or anything like that. The business
Were you
was,
making good sales though? When
we
it was
were
open?
doing okay.
Okay.
But I feel like it didn't get to where it needed to be because of COVID, right? But I just the city just like I don't know if this video is gonna go viral or anything, but Santa Clarita sucks, man. I don't care. Like the city people they suck. They all suck. I hate them all. They're so horrible. Sheriff's department, they're horrible too.
Dude.
It just, you know, I don't want to bring bad juju here. Yeah. It just. I don't recommend it for any type of business owner. Don't do business in Santa Clarita.
I think you know saying that, I think there's gonna be like a similar type of deal like Frankincense. You ever heard of Frankincense?
Yeah.
I
know where you're gonna talk.
Yeah, right. I think there's like a similar one.
Yeah,
there,
that guy offered me the same. Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm not. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know because one of my buddies who's a vendor. He does a lot of Funkos. He does like toys, and he told me like, "Hey man, there's gonna be this potential Frankincense one," and now that you say Santa Clarita, I'm like, "Oh, dude, that sucks." And I think my buddy got like a 6-month lease, and I'm like, I didn't know that about Santa Clarita.
Yeah, that's just my experience.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like you don't have to use my experience as a negative thing. You know, because other people could have other
experiences.
Different experiences. It's just for me. I just had a horrible time in Santa Clarita. Like I would never support that city ever again, you know. And I forgot the guy's name, but he did offer me a spot there. But I respect.
Oh, for the new
the mini. Yeah. And I just like I don't do any business in Santa Clarita because there's always going to be an issue with like the business license there. Trust me, there's always an issue because they keep changing it up or they want more money somehow. some that's gonna come up, you know. But hey, look, if it goes good for them, great.
Cool.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish them the best, but I simply cannot just step into that city no more. I cannot support it no more, just because of the bad luck I had there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. Any advice you would give anyone if they wanted to open up a game store, bro? Any good advice?
um, build up your inventory and do not take out a loan. That's the only thing I can say. You know, if you're used to like spending money and going out, stop that.
Mm.
You know, if you're spending like $100 on foods every week because you're going out at restaurants, eat sandwiches.
Mm.
You know, like you, your first year is
Cut
the
some spendings,
most
yeah.
important year. You slack off, you take holidays, you celebrate your own birthday. You're doing wrong.
Wow.
Doing wrong. And
Man.
people, you might get bad comments on here, but what I just said, I'm like, do it then, because you're gonna see like, damn, shouldn't have taken that day off. I lost that trade in and just went to Game Tower.
You just get to Game Tower. That's
Yeah.
funny, man.
Because I tell you that because I took days off
Shh. And they went.
and they went to other stores.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just because, oh,
I'll just take the day off. Yeah.
it's anniversary.
Yeah.
Who cares about your anniversary? You have a business, who cares? If you don't have a business, go celebrate your anniversary. Go ahead.
Wow.
And I really mean that. I'm like, I'm not
That's
joking
crazy.
around. Like I take that to heart, man.
Man.
You know, like look at Ryan. He knows it.
Shh.
He's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's
man.
always grinding, bro.
Yeah.
Always
He's working the
grinding, bro.
holidays.
Yeah.
You know.
Grinding, bro.
Yeah. So
How much longer will Game Tower be around for, bro?
it's funny. I talked about this in another podcast with Pixel Game Squad and all that.
All right.
I can't remember if I made a joke about it or not when I said like, oh, I think video games will probably be gone, like dead by 2030, because the digital world would like
Okay.
really take over, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I guess I'll just keep it going until it's no more. You know,
And when you say no more, meaning like there's no more money coming in,
no more money coming in, no more inventory out there, maybe. Because
Is that a possibility?
I mean, it could be a possibility. Because how many times are people finding games just to flip it? They don't have a passion for it. You know, like everyone is doing it. In today's world, everyone is finding something to flip. Especially video games. You know, I stopped going to swap meets. I don't go to swap meets no more. There's no more video games to find, or even if there was,
They want like top dollar, huh?
yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, this is just for me. But respectfully, I'm not gonna waste my time getting up 5-6 in the morning just to go find
2-3
10
games, yeah.
or even 10 games.
Yeah.
You know, I need collections.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, even if you got Mario Kart 64 and you only paid $5, that's still not worth my time to wake up, because that's just one game that you're
Yeah.
gonna make, you know, whatever,
Yeah,
95%.
you got bigger fish to fry.
You know, like I need
Yeah,
crazy
collections.
inventory, you know, so, you know, my time is used wisely in a different way now. You know, like yard sales too. I don't do yard sales, you know, but I went to yours because I saw the inventory.
Yeah.
So it's different, you know. But yeah, like all that stuff I don't do no more. But I still see, you know, vendors doing that and all that. But they have the time to also do that, you know.
Yeah.
They need to do that because they're vendors. They need to get the inventory, right? I don't need to do that anymore because I already build connections with other people, or I'll buy from those vendors that probably found those games that morning. You know.
Who's your side question? Who's your favorite vendor that comes in, bro? Who's your favorite one, bro? Out of all of them, you have to pick one.
Nah, I can't. I mean, I love everyone, dude. I love everyone because it's like, you know, I work with everyone here in the valley.
Yeah.
I work with people in Orange County, San Bernardino as well.
And they come from that far?
Yeah, of
That's
course, yeah.
crazy.
Or I'll go to them because, you know, there's events out there too.
Oh, wow.
People in different states, believe it or not, people will drive to me from a different state.
No, I believe it,
Yeah,
bro.
so-
I believe it.
Or just ship it out to me. So
Yeah.
I have people that I work with nationwide. So to kind of pick a favorite, I don't really have a favorite because, like, it's constantly, you know, like you know, people
What about
bring this.
who's the one who brings in the most? You're like, dude, where do you get this stuff? Like,
I mean, it'll be people here in the valley, but just throw names out there. So like, you know, you got
like, who's the one that you would say like, dude, this guy brings me so much. Like, stop bringing me stuff.
So it'd be like, you know, Mr. Cali Collectibles would be one. Mega Games would be another one. Osv, you know, Osv would be another one as well. There's Super Mike. Super Mike brings inventory. Man, there's plenty of vendors out there. You know, sorry if I didn't mention other names, but there's so many vendors that I deal with like weekly, man. It's crazy.
I think almost on a daily basis, always, because you're always like posting, dude.
Yeah.
Posting.
Yeah. And sometimes like we get so much inventory that I forget that stuff's in the back. So it could be like months later. I'm like, oh damn, I forgot. We put that bucket here, and there's like Super Nintendo games in here. Like, you know, it just
that's funny.
You lose control of the inventory that comes in. You know. So.
Oh, dude. People been asking, bro. I know I've asked. I haven't asked, but they've asked. Hey, when's the next Retro Madness, bro?
Oh, Retro Madness. Here's the thing with Retro Madness. Every time I do an event, there's something that happens, something that always goes down, and it pisses me off. And
question: when you say it happens, is like happens between vendors or between
it could be
city? It could
be anything.
Gotcha.
It could be not enough parking. It could be a vendor. It could be a city, mainly the city. It could be you teaming up with someone, and you somehow, some way, there's a disagreement in the end, and you get blamed for.
Oh,
you know, so it could be
multiple
anything,
things. Yeah,
you know, just something always happens. You know,
because I know you were hosting them at your place, right?
I was hosting them everywhere I could.
Oh,
the reason why we're jumping around is because I kept getting bothered, right? Because, like, I'm very of the common sense guy, you know, so I'm like, I could bring hundreds, maybe 1,000 people in one day, right? But if you're gonna complain about parking, or other businesses are gonna complain, oh, you know, all these guys took the parking lot or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but you're not complaining when they're eating your burritos, right? Or they're buying your drinks, right? You know, restaurant owners and stuff like that. You know, reporting to the city, and I'm just like,
that makes sense.
you know, I'm like, I'm the guy that can make other business owners and restaurant owners money in a matter of
a couple
hours, right? Because I'm bringing hundreds to maybe close to 1,000 people in one shot. So why are you gonna complain?
That's crazy.
You know, like that I took your parking lot. No one can control a parking lot or streets or neighborhood parking. No one could do that, you know? But if it's not for the full day and it's only for a few hours, then why are you complaining about it?
That makes sense, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, do you not understand, like, my people, well, all of us, we need, right? We need to eat and we need to drink.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, restaurant owner, if you're gonna call your landlord to have him report the city that I'm running a big ass event because my customers or my people took your parking while my people are buying your food, you're ruining your chances of making money, and you're ruining my event. You know?
Ever considered maybe renting like a hall, bro?
So there were so many talks. I even going bigger than running a expo, actually.
Oh, snaps.
But it's too much of a liability. Because all it takes is one person to get hurt, and that's it.
It's a wrap, yeah.
It's a wrap. An expo, convention center, banquet hall, whatever. It's a liability because you have to pay extra insurances and all that. It's not worth it, in my opinion, unless if you do it like constantly, you know, or if you already build that brand name like SoCal Gaming Expo.
Yeah.
Because first impression always counts, right? So imagine if I go in, all in my money, advertisement, and every investing, and I run an expo, and it becomes crap. that's a lot of expectation, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So that's a little too much for me. I like doing, Retro Madness, my little smaller events where I have up to,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
maybe like a little banquet hall where you could just rent a couple vendors.
Oh, I didn't add on to this. So another reason why I wouldn't do it is because the whole idea is to bring people to your shop.
Gotcha.
So you can
Gotcha.
buy, sell,
trade,
and trade.
yeah.
Because yes, you're bringing the foot traffic up. You're bringing those sales up. You're bringing all those trades. It goes around in a circle. I can't really do that if I just go rent out
That's
a
true.
place.
That makes sense.
Because
the point of it is to make your spot
yeah, exactly.
attract customers.
Yeah, and people that vended with me, people that come to Retro Madness, I can't remember. I think we're on number 24. How many Retro Madnesses I've done? I've lost count. But I've done 24 Retro Madnesses, and yeah, it's a struggle, man. There's so many problems where I just gave up on it.
Because I know the last one you had a big parking lot, bro. How many vendors was that, bro?
35. Yeah.
35.
And dude, I can make people happy. I can make money for people. I don't even need to make money myself. I can make money for people. The problem is, there's always someone that tries to ruin it, or a city official or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I have seen people hop out of their cars, take pictures, and
Jump
drive
back
off.
in. What?
Exactly. And I don't know who they are.
That's crazy.
And then guess what? A week later, oh, you have a violation, blah blah blah. Oh, you didn't take out a permit for this, or an event insurance or whatever. I'm just like, oh my god,
come on, dude.
So I'm just like, you know what? I'm done.
So no more Retro Madness. We're not gonna get Retro Madness back
Unless if I have my own warehouse, my own private parking lot where it's like gated, right? Or kind of like Game Realms, right? Game Realms has their own little side patio. Mm-hmm. That's their property where everything's all blocked off. If I had something like that, sure, I'll do it. But right now where we stand, I can't do it anywhere. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't have no plans of bringing it back because it creates problems for me. I'm trying to do something fun, and it becomes an issue.
Anytime you deal with people, bro, there's always,
yeah,
dude,
and
always.
And
you can't be everyone's cup of tea, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So that's why I'm not gonna lie, I do get fed up with it. So I
mean,
I
you've
quit,
done how many? 24?
24 Retro
Bro,
Madness.
I think I've done 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 events, bro.
Yeah, and I could have done up to maybe 50.
I believe
throughout these last 7-8 years. But we had so many gaps of not doing it because we had to relocate and do it this place and do it that place.
I feel you, dude.
But it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Takes a toll
it's
on
a
you,
headache,
bro. Yeah, bro. No, I feel you.
And then
it just like I said, I've only done 7. I'm already like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's
dealing with people is tough, bro.
The only way to do it is you have to have your own private property, and the number one problem. Parking, man. You need to have parking, bro. If you don't have parking,
and you charge for these spots, right? These events.
Well, yeah,
for sure.
I mean, I kind of have to because
of course,
I'm investing into it. So,
it's your name, bro. You built the brand. You have to. Of course, I get it.
Yeah, because
understand.
Because also too, remember, I'm bringing in my customers as well.
Your followers,
community, and I had to pay the price for me to
build where you
build
are.
all this, so it's only fair if I charge you $50, $60, $75, whatever the vendor fee is, for I can get something out of it. Because in the end of the day, you're gonna make $500, $1,000, or even $10,000 in the end of the day. So investing $50 to $75 is not gonna cost you anything,
100%.
Because
no, I feel you, dude.
I paid $75 on the vendor space, and I'm not gonna lie, I made $5,000 in one day. So of course I will pay you $75.
100%, bro. I could see that, and I think I've done, like I said, I've done to help them, but you nailed it, bro. You always have a problem. Dude, how? And to me, I go back to bro, it was free, dude. You're complaining about something that's free. It'd be different. Hey, dude, this guy's booking us for $150. And I'm like, come on, bro, this was free. I just built them like. Oh, and shout out to you, bro. You let us borrow Mario Kart, bro. You let us borrow Mario Kart.
Yeah. I remember my guys called me.
Super Smash Brothers, dude.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. And then my buddy's like, yeah, we got it, because he was like, you don't have them here. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you must have took them to Mexico. I'm like, what? And he's like, but we can ask Game Tower. I'm like, go for it, dude. You know, I was helping everyone out.
Imagine I didn't have them in stock.
The what?
Imagine if I didn't. I'm like, oh yeah, we're sold out, bro.
The whole thing was Super Smash Bros. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
So he's like, and then he pulled out like, dude, he hooked us up. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah, bro, they let us borrow it. They had to call him, and I was like, dude, that was so dope. But yeah, dude, you're right, man. I think there's always, anytime you deal with people, bro, it's always something, man, and it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
I feel you, dude.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, man. People, they ask us all the time when they walk in the store, oh, when's your next event, bro? Like, the last one was cool, and I'm like,
yeah, I think it was dope.
like, I'm very direct. I don't like to give people hopes or anything. I just say, oh yeah, Retromass is there. We're not doing it no more. You know, like, because like, what's the point of giving them hope?
Yeah,
you know,
you're pumping
like,
them up a little.
Oh
bit.
yeah, we're seeing. You know, we're trying. Like, I don't like to lie either.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I'm very straight. I'm
That's
straight
cool.
to the point. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm a yes or no guy. You know, just give it to you straight.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so I'll tell customers, I'm like, nah, we're not doing it anymore, and I'll give a little bit of explanation. Yeah, there's always an issue going on. You know, city this, city that, vendor this, vendor that,
dude.
parking this, parking that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
we quit. We quit, guys. I'm sorry. It's just
Question though. Here's a question.
unless we get a warehouse,
Yeah.
bigger store, or private parking lot,
Yeah. You're off.
we'll bring it back.
Yeah.
But I cannot have people bothering me no more. And
Question,
I will-
though.
Yeah.
Do you ever, like, just say hypothetically, right? Would you ever do like a garage sale type of deal? I asked someone else, bro, and they're like,
Yeah.
we don't mess around with that stuff no more, dude.
Nah, because you don't want to be that like hundreds of people, you know, to your house or to your property.
You wouldn't do it?
I wouldn't do it. No.
You wouldn't do it?
No. Yeah, because you know your house is your house. You shouldn't bring that many people at once,
Yeah.
especially if it's like customers of yours or even strangers. In my opinion, I wouldn't
Yeah,
do that. You know.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna do one, but I'm just saying you wouldn't. If someone, hey man, I have a little show here, blah blah blah, you wouldn't join a little show?
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
You know, you know, I think my last event was right here. I had a couple vendors.
Oh yeah, you had it here, right?
Yeah, right here,
Okay.
right here.
You didn't have an issue with the city or
They were
nothing?
cool, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He came, but he says, "Dude, go get your permit." I'm like, "All right, my bad, bro." Like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't, you know, like we're just trying to trade Pokemon cards. He's like, "All right, cool, just go get it, bro."
Oh,
And
see,
he was chill.
I was running in the back. I only had like 10 vendors here in San Fernando.
Yeah.
But the other, not my landlord, the other landlord that's
Dude, that landlord right
Yeah.
there is so horrible.
Savetsky,
dude.
whatever his
Yeah,
name
I
is,
don't know.
like,
Yeah,
that pisses me
that
off.
place is horrible, dude.
yeah, but
I know.
the city told me, hey, look, just don't do it no more, you know. And I was like, all right, man, because it took one person to ruin it all. So I was like, all right, cool, you know.
No, so my question is like, so you wouldn't do other little events no more, or?
No,
No?
I wouldn't do it. Unless if it's my property, no one's gonna bother me. I do it. I have to be a little bit selfish. I have to do it my way. I
Gotcha.
wouldn't team up with anyone because I already been there, done that. You know,
Yeah.
that would be the only way for me to do it. If it's not that, then I will never do it. You know, if yourself, other people are allowed to do events, go for it. I'll still support it. You know, I'm not gonna be jealous or anything. But
Yeah, no, of course not.
yeah, like I'm here to support. You know, it just I guess with me, it's just bad luck. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why a fun thing turns into bad luck. I think
everywhere.
that doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
what it is.
Man, wrapping it up, bro. Anything else you would like to say, bro, before we end the podcast, bro?
I mean, yeah, man, just you know, keep supporting Game Tower as much as
course.
possible. Hit
Yeah,
that follow
yeah.
button on Instagram. You know, we'll hook you guys up. Check out our website, GameTowerLA.com. We are touring a lot more.
Yeah.
So you know, we are coming to a city near you. Because we kind of have this idea now where we just like a mobile business, you know, we just set up a booth now at expos and cons and anime shows and all that. So that's been working out great for us because, you know, people that can't come to us, well,
Yeah.
now we'll go to you. You know,
Yeah.
so
That makes sense.
that's kind of like our little business model, mobile business. You know, so we have the physical and a mobile business.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
That's cool, man. Well, thanks again, bro, for coming on the podcast, bro.
yeah, for
And
sure.
being
Appreciate you, bro.
episode 1. Yeah, no problem, dude. Episode 1 on season 3, bro. Breaking the ice for all these gaming stores. I'm gonna get there's a couple small ones. I think it's called like Skate Disruption, Games for Us, Intro into the Retroverse.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like little. I guess
I think that's like
Colton, right?
Riverside
Colton?
area. I think.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But thank you, bro, for
Yeah.
being episode 1, man.
I
You know,
appreciate
probably
you.
get you back again, bro. You know, see how
I'm only
everything's
down
going.
the street, man.
I know, dude. Like, how far was that, dude?
Yeah, it's literally up the block, bro. So.
Like 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's nothing, bro.
Thanks again, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate
All right,
you,
man.
bro.
Game Tower
Yeah.
Retro Ground out, guys.
Yeah.